Hotel Transylvania 2 is coming out this weekend, and I figured I might as well talk about this film. But before I do, I just want to quickly say what I thought of the first film, and as always, there's going to be a link to the. There's going to be a link in the description below to. There's going to be a link in the description below to my review of the first film. Again, just that goes into more depth to what I thought. Honestly, you might want to watch that review because just read it because that I saw the film like 2 years ago. And I wrote that right after seeing it, so it's right when it's fresh in my mind, whereas it's a little fuzzy, but I remember enjoying it. I thought it was amusing. I thought, okay, the story of was a little cliche. It was basically just a blend of Finding Nemo and Monsters, Inc. Like, you had the overprotective father doing something. You had the overprotective father because the mom died. And then we also had the monster world where the monsters are afraid of humans and a human gets into the monster world, so we disguise the human as a monster. And it would have been okay if the characters weren't so uninteresting. And there were, I found some moments amusing, like the Twilight joke made me laugh. The bit with where Dracula's trying to get the kid out of the hotel through the secret passageway. But overall, it just felt kind of eh. I mean, out of the 3 Halloween films that came out that year, this is like my least favorite, with my most favorite being Paranorman. I know it's not a word, but my favorite was Paranorman, and then the middle was Frankenweenie because I'm very mixed on the last third of Frankenweenie. But anyway, I was also just a little disappointed because it was done by Genndy Tartakovsky, and I love his work on Samurai Jack. Especially Samurai Jack. I mean, I know he Dexter's Love, but Samurai Jack is his magnum opus. That, I think, is the best, his crowning achievement. And it's a shame that Symbionic Titan got canceled and he was forced to do this because this is not his best work. I prefer him when he's doing hand-drawn. But again, I did find the movie charming. It's just, as a children's film, I thought it was fine. As a Tartakovsky film, I was a little disappointed. But I did not hate it. I mean, I think Animat built this film up a lot of how awful it was, so going in I expected something terrible, whereas, I mean, it had problems, but it wasn't bad. I certainly don't think it was the worst animated film of 2012. That would be The Lorax. That film was, Nostalgia Critic did a very wonderful review on it. But yeah, if you want more in-depth on what I thought of Hotel Transylvania, I'm going to have a link to my written review of it in the description below, so go check that out. So, Hotel Transylvania 2. I don't think this is going to be the worst CGI animated Adam Sandler movie ever made. I think that achievement will still be held by 8 Crazy Nights, which do not watch that movie. It is... As a Jew, I find it really sad that that's one of the few Hanukkah specials I have to watch. Yes. But anyway, I don't think Hotel Transylvania 2 will be that bad. But it will not be good. I know Doug Walker is crossing his fingers for us, but it's not going to be good. I mean, first off, this is Sony Pictures Animation, and most of their in-house films, tend to be geared towards little children, and tend to be simplified. Like, they're written in a way where little kids are the only ones who are going to really enjoy this. Everyone else will just be sort of, And the reason why I say in-house is because the films that Aardman did for them were really good, especially Are for Christmas. But yeah, I mean, it's just going to be geared towards little kids. And it's going to have, like, this direct-to-DVD quality. Basically like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, where it's just going to be like this whatever story. It's going to feel, you're going to feel like it's not going to have a clear direction like the first one is. There's characters who aren't going to have as much to do, or they're going to come up with something to do that's not interesting. Like, I don't know, it looks like they're going to have Dracula dealing with family problems, which will be very. I feel like that's where every writer goes when they don't know where to go with their character in the sequel. I mean, How to Train Your Dragon 2 did it well, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that interesting. But yeah, it's just gonna feel like a lazy half-ass sequel is what I'm trying to say. I mean, they lost me the instant I heard Born This Way playing in the trailer. I'm like, dated, gone. Financially, I think the film will do alright. I mean, the first film was a pretty big hit at the box office, and Cloudy 2, another sequel Sony Pictures did, that film did surprisingly well at the box office. It made money. It was the highest grossing film domestically here. And again, I think a lot of that is due to the fact that, a lot of kids enjoyed the first one. There aren't any real family movies out right now. I mean, there's The Maze Runner, but that's more older kids, young adults. And Pan doesn't come out for like a couple weeks. So Hotel Transylvania has a nice weekend or two to get all the little kids and families in here, which, again, smart month to release it in. Unfortunately, I'll be very depressed if Hotel Transylvania 2 makes more money than Box Trolls, which it probably will. Yeah. So it won't be good, but it'll make money. And lastly, I'm going to answer the question, am I going to go see this film in theaters? The answer is no, for a couple reasons. Number one, I'm a student in college. I don't have time. And even if I did have time, I have no interest in seeing this film. I don't think it's going to be good. And I want to save my money for, like, the films coming out that look really good. Like in a week, couple weeks, in 2 weeks, we have The Martian and The Walk coming out, which I'm both really excited for. I'm still trying to figure out which one I'm going to see first. And I'll talk about that when I do my thoughts going into video on that. And then there's Sicario, which is done by the guy who did Prisoners, which, oh my gosh, that looks good. But yeah, I mean, I'm eventually going to watch it, but probably when it is available on demand or Netflix. And I'll just review it then. I'm not going to, or I'll just watch it on Putlocker or Megashare, which, don't do that to any of the kids watching that. But yeah, I mean, I do not want to have to fork over more than $10 to watch this. So yeah, it's not a bad film. It's just, so again, but it's not going to be good. I think the bigger question of Hotel Transylvania 2 is whether or not it's going to just be mediocre, or if it's just going to be downright terrible like Rio 2. Oh my gosh, talk about a sequel that had no direction, Rio 2. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. So, are you excited for Hotel Transylvania 2? Did you like the first one? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, please like it. If you didn't like this video, dislike it, but just put in the comments, give me some constructive criticism as to why you disliked it, because, I do want to get better as a YouTuber. So if there's something you didn't like, it's like, hey, can you improve on this? Like, just put that there. So that way I can be like, oh, I should try that and improve. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more of my thoughts going into videos, along with other videos I do, like vlogs, reactions to trailers, etc., please click the subscribe button. Until next time, this is JStar360, and I'll see you guys later. Until then, take care.